lot of preschoolers on the spectrum love letters, but by the time they are in prep, 50 to 80% of kids with autism are showing early signs of reading difficulties. This means having difficulties reading or not comprehending the material they read. On blackboards, in books, or instructions. Most children develop their emergent literacy skills during the preschool years. So what do we know about emergent literacy in preschoolers with autism? Many young children with autism show interest in letters and print. However, by the time these children reach school, many have difficulty reading. In fact, 50% may have difficulty reading the words, and up to 80% may have trouble understanding what they are reading. Improved knowledge of the development of early literacy skills in children with autism will help guide intervention practices and inform future research. This video will cover assess, don't assume, how and what, individualize intervention, and how to track progress. We cannot assume skills, we need to assess. Assessment of reading, including those early emergent reading-related skills, helps us understand each child's unique strengths and needs. High-quality assessment can identify areas for development and assist in monitoring of progress following interventions. First, let's consider how we need to adapt our assessments for young children on the autism spectrum. How to assess. Use short, simple instructions. Give plenty of time to respond. Provide adequate scaffolding. Allow breaks between tasks. Reinforcements are important. Use visuals and visual schedules.
I would like you to draw a picture of yourself and then write your name. Here you go. So draw a picture of yourself. Draw a picture of Byron. The biggest smile.
My dad. My dad to the little birds.
Oh, wow. Can you write your name?
Speak right out of it.
That's how you spell Byron.
It's important that children understand what is needed to complete the task, so you may need to adapt instructions to make sure children with autism understand what's required. For example, using short, simple instructions, it can also help to give plenty of time to respond and provide scaffolding. This might include allowing breaks between tasks, using reinforcements suited to the child, and including visuals and schedules to structure understanding of the assessment tasks and the session as a whole. Research suggests that the following areas strongly predict later literacy performance in all children, including those on the autism spectrum. Letter-sound knowledge, phonological awareness, vocabulary and story comprehension. Letter-sound knowledge.
Like this is the letter M and it makes the mm sound. Can you do that? Mm. Oh, I can feel it tickle. Mm sound. Now, what sound would that letter make? Any others that you know? What about this one? Yes, good one.
Phonological awareness.
Starts with the sound. Map.
Yeah.
High five. Well done. What's next?
Next is...
Oh no. Sick.
Sick.
What sound does sick start with?
On the end of it. I'm gonna do it.
So sick starts with the S sound. Where does it go?
In the doctor's.
You do go to the doctors when you are sick.
Vocabulary. Assess the following. Is the child able to name frequently and infrequently encountered words in books? Can the child point to labelled words in a story?
A balloon of his very own. It was big and, what colour is it?
Red.
And what shape is it?
Circle.
Yeah, round. And Pip liked it very much indeed. What's happening here?
Red.
Raining. What do you think Frog's doing?
Dance.
Good boy. And the story says he danced for joy as the raindrops fell thick and fast. At the beach, they were far too busy worrying about Sydney, the penguin.
The penguin.
And his latest, do you remember this word? Experiment.
Story comprehension. Assess the following. Can the child attend to a book for at least 5 minutes? Is the child able to answer questions such as, who was the story about? What happened in the beginning? What was the problem? How did they fix the problem? What happened in the end? Also, is the child able to make predictions about what might happen next in the story?
What did they do to make the men run away?
Sea monster.
They made the sea monster. Good boy.
If you are concerned about the child's performance on any of these tasks, contact your local speech pathologist. However, here are some general tips for promoting young children's emergent literacy skills. We will break them up into print-related skills like phonological awareness and letter sound knowledge, and oral language skills such as vocabulary and story grammar. Shared book reading is the best context for promoting emergent literacy skills. Embedding shared book reading into daily routines works well. Some tips for book selection. Pictures that appeal to the child. Books that tell a story. Point out letters and words in the book. For example, look, that is the letter S. Make comments about the letters and sounds in words. Sam starts with a S sound. You can also ask the child questions about the letters and sounds in words. For example, what sound can you hear at the start of dog? Dog starts with the D sound, just like door and dingo. How to promote oral language. When reading books together, discuss the story before you start reading. For example, look at the front cover together and predict what the story will be about. You can talk about the characters, setting, problem, action, and resolution as you read. Use visuals such as story grammar maps to help children understand the story structure. Make sure you point out and define new words. Repeating new words often throughout the story is helpful, as well as pointing to relevant pictures when talking about the story. Finally, link relevant words and events in the story to the child's life experiences. For example, the bear was really hungry. Who was hungry before lunch? Facial expressions and gestures can also help to demonstrate word meanings. Finally, summarize the story after reading.
And he kept watching it, and he kept
Watching
it. What are they doing? What did they do?
They are swimming away.
Yeah, because what did Sydney make Bill?
A sea monster.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing. They made a sea monster.
To make sure children are making sufficient progress before starting school or during the first 6 months at school, we want to monitor their progress. Here are some questions to guide you. Can the child identify at least 20 letters of the alphabet? Write his or her own name. Point to some simple words such as mum. Read at least 10 words out loud. Listen to a story for 5 minutes. Answer simple questions related to the story, such as who, what happened. Retell a simple story. Every child with autism presents differently. Many children on the autism spectrum have reading difficulties. Children may have poor comprehension skills in the presence of otherwise strong reading abilities. Assess, don't assume. Remember to look at the child's letter sound knowledge, phonological awareness, vocabulary, and story comprehension. If the child presents with difficulties in any of these areas, provide targeted intervention. Keep track of the child's progress. Talk to your speech pathologist if you have further questions or concerns.